Welcome back everyone to the ultimate guide to Blender 3D rigging and animation, and this is where we left it off. So let's come to our first one. So we can see if we click on this one, the problem we have is that as soon as 20's gone, they start moving in, and that's not what we want. And the reason for that is because we need to grab this 20 on each one and decide how fast we want it to move. So in other words, do we want it based over 5 frames or something like that? So all you need to do is just step back 5 frames. So if I grab this one, press Shift D, whoops, not both of them. Let's just double tap the A, grab just this one, so this one here, press Shift D, bring it up to 35, and now what should happen is, should come up, go, bang, there we go. That's what we actually want. So we want it to disappear like that. Now if it's too fast, just reduce the amount of frames if you don't want it like that, but I think for me, I'm actually happy with that. Now all you do is you just click on this one, you grab this keyframe here, and you're just going to go back to 5 frames again. So we've got 5 frames on this one, so from 40 to 35. On this one we've got from 50 to 45. So on the next one we're going to do the same thing, and all we do 5 frames again, so 55. So you can see it's actually Shift D, really quick actually to do this now. So we'll grab this one. Grab this one here and Shift D, and I'm going to have it on 5 frames less. 1 D 85. This one, grab this one, Shift D, and then finally grab this one, and then Shift D. There we go. All right, so let's see now if that works. So spacebar, bang, 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 bang. Perfect. That's really cool. Now what we need to do is we need to grab all of these and basically invert them. So basically we're going to put this at, let's say, 120, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this one, and you can see that I need it to start coming back up from 120. So very slowly actually start inverting itself back up. So now what we want to do is we basically want to copy this and have it mirrored over to the other side. Now we can't come in and do it the hard way, or what we could do is we can come to frame, let's say 110. What I'll do is then I'll grab all these, I'll press Shift D, bring them to 110, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and you'll have one that says here mirror, and I'm going to mirror it by times over current frame. So click on that, and there you go. Now what I'll do is I'll mirror it backwards to the other point. So if I come back now, you'll see if we notice this one, spacebar, and then it'll start popping up, and there you go, it's back to where it was, which is what we actually want. So leave this on 110. We'll grab this one now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Shift D. I'm going to bring it up to 110, and I'm going to Control M, because you can also use that to mirror by times over current frame, like so. Now we'll see that if we come in, should pop up independently from each other, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So 110 now. Let's go to this one. I'm going to press A, Shift D. I can actually drop them around here. It'll still do the same thing. If I right click now, I can go to mirror over current frames. There you go. You'll see it actually does it all for you. So you'll see bang, bang, bang. But you can see actually it actually came up before then. So I need to move that a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press G and just move it up to 110. Then coming up at the same time, which is not actually what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete that, go back. I'm going to actually put it on 110, press Shift D, drag it all the way up to here, right click, mirror over current frames. Now it should actually work. So let's see if it actually works. Yeah, you see it's coming up too fast now. I'm not actually happy about that. So I'm thinking that if I come to this one, it's starting over frame 100 and, let's have a look. Yeah, so we need it from this one to be, let's say 115, something like that. So if I come to this one now, I can drag those up to, let's say 110. No, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're coming up at the same time, as you can see. So if I press G now and bring it up to there, now it should be bang, bang, bang. You see, it's still a little bit fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up to 120, like so. All right, so now we'll move to the next one. And what we'll do is we'll just put it onto 130. It's just going to make it easier. If I grab this one now, I'm going to grab all of these with A. I'm going to press Shift D, bring them up to 130, like so. Right click then, mirror over the keyframes. And we can see now I just need to drag them up to 130. All right, now let's have a look. There you go, perfectly. All right, so now let's come to 140. And what we'll do is we'll grab this one, A, and then Shift D, bring them over all the way. And I will have to move these as well. Let's mirror it over by value over 0. Maybe it's that one. Yeah, maybe it's that one actually. I think that's actually... No, you can you can see what's happening. So that's not going to work. So let's put it on to let's put it onto this one, and then we'll just mirror it the old-fashioned way over current time, and then G, bring them up to frame 140. Then we should have it working now. Bang, bang, bang. All right, perfect. Now let's come to this one. Again, the same thing. So what one was this? Let's have a look. 140. So we're on frame 50, 150 now, which will be this one here. All right, so grab this, A, and then we're going to press Shift D, bring them over, 150. I'm going to have to move them again anyway. Mirror, over time, and then zoom out a little bit. And G, bring them over like so. And then let's go to this one now. So same thing again, A, Shift D. I'm just hoping that I mirrored that one over. I'm not sure if I did. We're going to actually put it on 160 this time. So right click, mirror, over time, and G, move them to 160. And then finally the last one. I think we've just messed up on one of them, I think. So what I'll do is now 170, like so. Then I'll just grab all of this last one, and then A, Shift D, bring it all the way over, right click, mirror, over time frame, and then G, move them all the way up, like so. All right, so now let's see what these actually look like. So let's see if we've actually missed one. So it should be bang, bang, bang. The air actually should work properly. There you go, they're popping back up now, like so. All right, so I'm really actually happy with that. The one thing I'm not happy with is how quickly they come back up. What I'm going to do is, if I grab them all, we can see that from, let's say, you can see that they're starting to come up before even the last one actually went down. So you can see this one here. That's not something that we want. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to move these a little bit up. Now, the thing is, if I grab this, so I'm going to grab them all from frame 90. That's basically it. So you can see, has this one dropped down? There we go. Now it's dropped down. So I need to move this one, first of all, up. So I'm going to grab all these, just move them. I'm actually going to move them all the way over here, because then I'm going to have a better idea where they're going to come up from. Now, if I come to this one, I can see that they're starting from this frame here. So they're starting to already go up. Look, now they start to come up. Now they're starting to pop up. So now I can see that if I grab everything from this frame, I can move it up. So if I press A, grab everything. So from this frame, let's move them up to say 140. So I'm going to bring them up to 140 like so. Now what should happen is the all should stay down. So all stay down, bang, 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 before they start popping up, as you can see. So now what I need to do is I need to now grab these ones and put them in the right place. So I can see at the moment, we've got frame 40, 45, and so on and so on. So now if I grab all these, I need to put them at frame 35. So I'm going to drag them along. I'm going to press G, put them in frame 35, like so. Now what should happen is, as these drop down, bang, 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 and now you can see they pop up perfectly. That is exactly what I want. And what's more as well is, when they come up, we can see now they actually wait there quite a long period of time before they start dropping down again. And we can base this already over 300 frames. Now, it might be that you want to actually have two of these. So 2 cycles of these over the 300 frames, which means that these realistically need to end, well, let's say 0 needs to end around 150 mark and then restart again. So if I come to frame 1, grab them all, and then I'm going to press S, and I'm going to bring it all the way down to frame 150. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to press Shift D, bring them all the way over to frame 300, like so. And now when we press A, bang, 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 that will just repeat itself, like so. Now for me, that is too fast. I only want one of them, but I'm just showing you how to do it if you want them to have another cycle. The other thing, of course, is if you put in this on more than 300, then obviously you can have another cycle in there or something like that. The thing is, if you change the cycle that you've got now from 300 frames to 600, let's say, you are going to have to go in and actually repeat the cycle on the spikes and things like that. So there is that to take into account. Now, if you're doing a turntable or something like that, I would say the minimum amount you really want is around 500. So you can just go in and either repeat it or extend the animation. You should have the skills now to do either of those. All right, so what we'll do now on the next one is we'll actually work on the actual whip. So I'm just going to come in. I'm going to press object mode. I'm just going to also close that up now. And then what we'll do is we'll actually come to the whip and we'll actually do the same thing on here. Although we'll have to use a certain amount of maybe some weight painting on there. It's not going to be so easy as what I'm saying. All right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.